What's up, y'all? I hope you guys enjoyed your work week. I kind of enjoyed mine. It was all right, say the least. I'm still here. We are still here. Thank you for checking into a crystal addiction. I've been drinking wine again, sorry. But thank you for checking into a crystal addiction. If you're new to my channel, my name is Crystal. And if this is your first time watching, please go check out my introduction video. That way you'll know what the hell I'm talking about and where these videos are going. Maybe you'll want to stick with me, maybe not. We'll see. I hope you do. But anyway, thank you for checking in. And for those of you who've been with me from the beginning, love you. My mom's, my cousin, love you all. Thank you for watching. Anyway, we are just going to, if you've been following me, now I have my first child. We're going to just end 83. So we're just going to talk about 83, kind of what happened in 83. So during that time in 83, I end up selling my car to my next door neighbor because I wanted a new car. And I ended up getting me a little Rego, you know, that I was paying payments for. Like I said, I was still working, still good, still doing good, still smoking weed, still snorting cocaine. But every so often, that pipe will come into play. Now, I would never go out and buy this shit or go get this shit. The donor would go in there and get this stuff. Everybody know that shit's true. I would not go into those places. Back then, that was just not something that I did, period. It was something that he just wasn't allowed to, plus the type of jealous person he was. That just wasn't gonna happen. So anytime that stuff was brought around, it was pretty much that drug was brought through him. So anyway, now you know, it's December. We are you know, so far we're parenting our little baby boy real good. You know, we're taking him to parks. We think we're doing good. There's not so much abuse popping in yet. A lot of little arguments, but from that last time he slapped me when I was pregnant, he hadn't put his hands on me that time. But he didn't talk to me in the nicest way sometimes if he got upset or whatever. So just disrespectful in that way. And ladies out there, don't go for that shit either. Period. And I'm gonna end that right there till we come back to it. So now we are in 1984. It is my senior year, and it's my senior year, and it's you know, I'm doing good. I'm about to graduate, so it's prom time. So we're just gonna get into the prom time. So now it's prom time. So I called my mom to see if she would give me money for my prom. So my mom had sent me, I think she sent me like $700. I think it was $700 or $800 for my prom, so I can get my dress and get limos and do whatever I want. So my mom sent me the money. Now, during this time, I got a call from the donor's brother. Now remember, I'm still 17. I'm not even 18 yet. I think I was 18. I'm so off. But anyway, I get a call from the donor's brother that the donor is in jail. Okay? Now, I'm gonna go back to that later so I don't get off. That the donor was in jail, right? And he needed to be bailed out. Well, of course, the donor knew that my mom was sending me this money, and he knew that I had the money. So, of course, I couldn't go like to a bail bondsman. So, brother picked up the money and so-called bailed him out. Now, till this day, I can't even remember what they said or what he said he went to jail for, because but grandma definitely wasn't gonna take any collect calls from the donor. But now that I think about that shit, hindsight, now that we had start dibbling around and smoking crack, I think that Negro took that money. And he took my money. I think I was got. Y'all, I think I was played. When I think about it, allegedly, I think I was played. I don't think he was never in jail. And just me being a teenage, dumbass person, believing in whatever this person said, I think I got played. I think I got played. Seriously, I really do. Because his mama didn't call me and tell me that shit. His brother did. So now that I'm just now thinking about this shit right now. I got played. I think I got played. Lord. So anyway, bailed him out. Nevertheless, didn't get to go to my prom, and it sucked because I had a few girlfriends that we were both, in high school, pregnant together, and we were planning on meeting up and going shopping together and getting our prom dresses and doing this because it was going to be on a boat, on a ship. So I was just so excited. So nevertheless, he didn't pay me back. I didn't get shit back, and I didn't get to go to my senior prom. So now we are snorting less and smoking crack more. At this time, like I said, grandma, she would go to bed. We make sure the baby was asleep. We go in the garage, and we're smoking like a broke stove. Now, honestly, I didn't even like that shit because it makes you paranoid and it makes you nervous. I did not understand the drug that people would like to do that makes you scared. I just didn't like it, but I did it because he was bringing it. I wasn't getting the powder anymore, which I had preferred to have that. And it's crazy to say as a young child back then. Everyone a child just growing into a young woman. So that's what I was growing to. A young woman drug addict is exactly what was being formed. Excuse me. So anyway, now I've gotten to the point where now I can't even remember him, but I lost my job. He lost his job. My car that I bought, it literally got towed on Christmas Day. My Regal got towed because I didn't have a job anymore. So I wasn't paying payments, and what I tried to do, I knew I wasn't paying payments. I wasn't paying payments for about, I want to say I was at least 2 months behind on paying my car payment. So what I did was I would take the car and to the donor's house because they had a gate and lock it in the gate. But eventually they found that car and that shit was gone on Christmas Day. It was repo, didn't have a car. But you know what? I never looked into that. What if my car was sold? Like, I didn't look into anything. I just believed everything that was told to me. I don't even remember like paperwork or I just don't remember getting any of that shit. I just think, oh my God, what the hell? Anyway, so now I remember I think we were in my bedroom. My grandmother was gone. I think she was going to church or something. I think there was like a convention going on or something. And I'm not, yeah, so now there's like a convention going on, right? So sitting there smoking, and all of a sudden I threw up. As I took the hit of the crack, I threw up in a pipe. I just threw up in it. That made me go to the doctor. So I ended up going to the doctor. Just normally that's a sign for me that I'm pregnant. So I ended up going to the doctor, and to find out, now we in 1985, early part of 1985, I'm pregnant. Pregnant again, still living at home. Donor don't have a job. He's a hustler, if that's what you want to call it. He didn't have a job. The one thing I can appreciate about the donor, that's the only thing I can appreciate, is that every time I got pregnant, he did not give me drugs. And that's where a lot of our conflict and arguments would come from. Not so much that he wouldn't give me drugs, is that now I'm not the get high buddy, so yet again, now he's out doing whatever. And crack was different back then. If anybody remember, back then it used to be strawberries. You can get a girl to give you a blowjob for a hit, whatever. And after relationship between us was over, and that's later, I found out some things. So I'm glad I just didn't get no damn disease. Thank God that the Lord was protecting me. So now I'm pregnant. We're arguing all the time, and kind of got through that period. And it was just, we would just fight. We'd just always fight. I just couldn't. It would just. I couldn't even remember what the fights would be over, like stupid stuff. But one in particular used to be this girl that lived up the street that he would so-called say he would sell weed to, but it was like he would openly tell me shit like she would be coming on to him. It's like he wanted to get me jealous or make me feel some kind of way. I don't know. You know, Negroes be playing mind games when they're older and you young and you just don't understand. And you gotta watch that shit, young girls. Listen to your parents. If they're talking to you and they're telling you some shit, please listen. Cause these young dudes,
no one's looking for relationships anymore, okay? And a young kid openly said that. They're just looking for a hookup. We, as women, as young women, we're more emotional. We want a relationship. But don't just be giving your shit up and just be getting pregnant by these dudes and they ain't got nothing. Still live at home with their mama. Ain't got shit. Ain't got a pot to piss in. Don't even see why you even be attracted to somebody still and in your 20s. This Negro living at home. No. There better be a dang-gone good reason why your ass is still at home, okay? Because it's not like they ain't done it before, but we had a plan and we got the hell out. So if you ain't planning and you just sitting there watching TV and shit and smoking weed and ain't doing shit, if that's your child, get him out your house, okay? I think I just
that's
went
okay.
off.
I don't care. It's
Subject,
my
okay?
video, and I'm just gonna keep it in there, and I'm gonna keep it moving. I know where I left off. So anyway, like I said, now I'm pregnant. So now let's just jump into me having my second son. So now I have my second baby and my second son in July of '85. Okay, so now I have my second baby. So after I had my baby at the hospital, because of course I have to have C-sections. I hope this ain't gonna be too long, but anyway, because my pelvic bones, and I think I said in one of my other videos, are too small, I had to have C-section. So that would leave me in the hospital for at least 5 days. So I'm telling you, 2 days after I had my baby, because it takes a minute for you to get rid of the anesthesia, the donor brought crack to the hospital, and I was in the bathroom taking hits of crack right after I had my baby. Like seriously, I remember that shit so well. Because I remember the paranoid feeling that I was having. It makes you feel like someone's coming. Things are flying over you. Like it was the sickest shit. I'm in the bathroom 2 days after having my baby smoking crack. So now let's speed, now there's a couple of days later. Now I'm out of the hospital, back at home, starting to get into it more with my grandmother because, addicts, she wanted more money for rent. I got 2 kids, and here I am being a knucklehead ass kid because I got them. I want to be all selfish and shit and don't want to give it, feel like I'm entitled, not to give it. It basically does, because now we're turning into these crack addicts and we need this money for crack. But it even wasn't so much as that. It was like I started getting to the point where it's like, now I want to move out, because now he still can't spend the night, and I still can't just get high and do what I want, because what would happen is, we'd be getting high by 10, 11, he has to leave, and I know he's out there doing other little grimy shit because I would hear about it and he would tell me some of the grimy shit. So now donor comes up with this plan. You're 18, you have another baby, we have a baby, we can afford to move out with your welfare money. Okay, I thought that was an excellent idea. Okay, with him hustling and me with my welfare money, because back then you got more for 2 kids, and you got your food stamps that look like Monopoly money. Anybody remember that shit? Food stamps that look like Monopoly money, and rent was a lot cheaper. So now I'm going, I wasn't like arguing loud, being disrespectful, going back with my grandmother. I knew better than to do shit like that, because her kids would F me up. I'm telling you, they didn't play that shit. You didn't disrespect grandma. You didn't disrespect anybody's mama, period. You just didn't do that shit. So I knew better. So I told my grandmother, I said, I'm going to move out. I started low-key looking for... so the donor's like, I'm sorry, I went off track. So like I said, he suggested, hey, let's just try to, get our own place. We can afford to pay X, Y, and Z, and he'll be doing whatever he be doing. So found a place, and it's off of Ocean View, kind of off of Ocean View. It's like a little stairway that goes across, but it's over that way. And found a studio for, I think it was like $375 or something like that, and I think I was getting like $560 and Wear for Money and like $100 and some dollars and like Monopoly money, food stamps. And back then, sorry, my phone's ringing. So back then, it was a lot easier to rent and get an apartment. You know, the credit checks, when people wasn't asking for credit checks and last month's rent and shit like that. If you had the money to move in, you can move the hell in. So here I am. I moved the day, let's back up. So the day I told my grandmother that I was moving out, she was so upset, you guys. I'm telling you, she was upset. She was crying. And I remember the day I moved out, as I was walking out that door, her very words to me is, I don't want you to go. He's going to keep you pregnant and beat on you. Those were her words. And I'll never forget that shit to this day. That shit still sticks to me today, because she knew. She knew something I didn't know. But I walked my happy black ass out that door, feeling grown. It's like, yeah, I can get my own apartment, got my kids, got this nigga, and I can just get high as much as I want, when I want. That shit just, we'll get to that. So, I'm going to end this story right here. Like I said, check me out on Instagram, CrystalPhillip.52. Ain't doing shit but taking some pictures. So check me out if you just want to scroll through my shit. I don't know. That's what I do to other people's shit. I just scroll through their shit, like it, make a comment, whatever. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next Sunday. I'm not sure what I'm going to title the one for next week yet. So by the time I edit this video, I'll have a title for you at the end. All right? See you guys. Like I say, love you. Don't be an asshole. Be good to somebody. Love yourself. And always treat each and everybody with respect. Peace.
And the cinnamon, honey laid up so good when we physical now.
Before I really go, I have to share this story. As you see, this is a story from TMZ. This man is 50-something. He has 22 kids and 21 babies mamas. Well, I love reading shit like this because then it lets me read people's comments. I love people's comments. This one chick just went in on him like she was one of the baby's mamas. Let's get into this. And there's going to be a little bit of cussing, okay? I'm just reading it as it is. Gossip, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I also know one of your gay male staff wrote this piece. So since you won't be honest with your dumbass hell baby mamas readers, allow me 6 a.m. to do it for you. 22 kids, baby mamas, that's right, 21, the dumbest bitches ever. The nigga not even fine. In between, construction worker jailed in 2010, 2013, and 2016 for failure to pay court-ordered child support. Again, 21 fucking dumbass hell babies mamas. 21 EBT cards, 0 family vacations, zeros in his savings account, 0 words of advice to his kids, 5 million excuses on why daddy can't be there, 0 college degrees, mofo can't do shit financially to support all these kids, not one damn thing. Yet, women are supposed to celebrate this piece of shit for being elderly and in shape. I didn't show you the other picture. If I ain't gonna put no man's body on my thing, I am married. I will respect my husband. Anyway, I have a son that's 30. He has 5 baby mamas, 6 kids, a set of twins. Guess what? He ain't making no more babies, so his shit's been cut off. Why? Because his ass is sitting in jail. We'll talk about that shit at a later date. At a very, very later date, but sooner than you think. Peace, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week.
What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What do I